Hello guys, this is UniqeChipmunk here, and welcome to episode 2 of my HTML how-to series. And in this episode, I will be starting off on a full-blown website with you guys, but of course this will just be a simple-ish one, and I'll include everything you'll need down below, like anything I put in terms of images or whatever. This will just be kind of a look at it, do along with me kind of thing, instead of go off and do your own change bits, unless you can kind of get the point earlier on, you can do it yourself. But so first of all, to start, because I am going to put in this right up for download first, because I'm doing it for someone else. I'm just going to have to put in copyright stuff at the beginning. So if you'd ever do HTML to get the tags to be ignored, if you do this, if you put the exclamation mark in these two lines and then your text, the HTML will completely ignore it. So it's useful if you want to put in things for the person. If you're putting a template up, people can look at it and know what you are trying to, give them like hints from how to do things or whatever. Oops, I fell. Okay, sorry, name. There we go. And then to get it to stop ignoring this bit is // this, and then you want to finish it, and now it doesn't ignore that. And then I'll need to do this again. No, actually no, I won't put that last bit in. And then other than that, now with this, I'm just gonna name this Minecraft template, because I'm gonna do this as a Minecraft themed website template for you guys. And so next thing you want to do is to get your page or website to show up on Google once you publish it. You have to have meta tags for Google search engine to read and get points for it, and so it knows what kind of things to show the results for. And so I'm just going to do this again, because I'll do these just to help people download it to know this section is what it is, and makes it easier than looking, especially makes it like mental notes for yourself as well. So what I'm going to do first is mark it as in who owns the template, or what you want it to show up as, or something along those lines. So I wanted to do meta name equals speech mark owner, speech mark content equals Minecraft template, and speech marks again. And then I'll need to do it again for the other metas. So meta name equals classification. So if, say, someone puts in Minecraft or game or online game, these like kind of the keywords that will show up for them. So content equals, and then it's an online game, so online games. Then the next one is the distribution, so basically who I want it to display for. Say if you only want it to display in the UK on Google, you put in that. It's just generally so the search engine knows if they're in a certain country not to display it for them. But if you put in, say, United Kingdom, which I'm going to do in a minute, what it does is it will also show it for other countries that don't have restrictions on the content from the UK. And this is so distribution is only really relevant for countries that do get stuff blocked by certain countries, but I'm going to put global in for this purpose, because I want everyone to be able to use it. The next is the meta name equals bitch marks again. Language, so this is specifies what language, makes it easy for people who say you don't really want someone who only speaks French getting your result. And I really don't know they're going to do that. And when you specify English, you have to put in GB or US because it has to be specified because certain things differently spelled in America. Next one, meta name equals, and then I want your rating. So say if you have some content that you wouldn't really want showing up for little kids, like say horror film website, you wouldn't really want it, would you? So content. It's basically the way that Google rates it on strict, moderate, with a safe search on it. And so general, because it is really general, there's no restrictions really on Minecraft. And then next one, your meta name again, which this time is publisher, so who published it obviously. And for this purpose I'm going to put my email account. So for this one you want that, and then I forgot to close it, there we go. Next you want your next meta name and copyright, so to specify if people can use it or not for generally with their own work or whatever, or specify who it is that owns this copyright for them. And then close that, and then that is the end of the meta tags for that. Next you want to link the favicon, and if you don't know what the favicon is, it is basically this little button like icon that shows up here on the top of websites. This shouldn't show up if you open it locally, and it has to be physically published for this favicon to show up, but this is what you'll see. And so what have I done wrong? Duplicate attribute. Oh, whatever. I'll sort that out after. I'll fix it later on, and I'll publish it for you guys to see, and I'll figure out what I did wrong later. But then exclamation mark. I'll just notify favicon again, and I want to close it there. So to link it to your favicon, you need link rel, and then you want equals shortcut icon, and basically this will show up at the top, and it's the one for like if you favorite it or whatever. So click on href equals favicon dot gif, and then close that there. You want a slash, you want that. Next is link rel. This is just specifying it for the actual showing up at the top of the tab now. So icon type equals image slash gif. So image is specified that it's an image, and then gif is specified that format is a gif. And then you after that want to close that with a quotation. href equals, and then you want to link to where you're going to have your image, and for this purpose I'm just going to have it in the main directory next to the index, so I don't need to specify anywhere other than the file name, which is fileicon.gif, and then I can close it. And so if I want to actually display it now, after file and save it somewhere, so I'm going to save it to my desktop on the file I have for this tutorial, and so the website. Now in here, I'm going to say this in index in a minute, but for this as well, you'll need a couple of different, file layouts. This is one I've already pieced together for this design, but images, slider, and then you want all this other stuff, which I'll show into later. So for now, I need to create images and slider. So here is the two files, like it is there. And now I need to save this, rename that to index.html and save. And now I need to put in the GIF, so I've got this here, and so if I pop in this file icon, just copy it over to there. So it has the image it can reach. Right, what's it doing? Right, and then next you want to link it to a CSS sheet, which is a cascading style sheet, which basically is what specifies fonts, and it's an easy way of organising everything. So you can like say if you're copying out the code every single time you want to do something with the code. So link href equals, and then style.css rel, and then you want equals, you want it in quote style sheet, which is just to specify to the computer that run it where it's looking. So type is text./css, so text/css quotation, and you can close it there. And then after this, that's pretty much what I need for the style sheet, so that it links to a style sheet, which I'll need to create in a minute. But then after this, you want to specify the details for the for basically what you want the slider that'll be on the website to use. So I'm just going to put in some information for the slider. I'll put it in there. There we go. And then next, basically you have to link to a style sheet, so to the JavaScript for this, and Google and whatnot. But before I do that, I need to put in the actual slider, and the slider isn't made by me, it's a pre-made one, has a license, nothing, but it's free to use. I'll put a link to it in the description, but basically it's one that's been developed by someone else, and a lot of websites do use it frequently because it is a useful tool to use. And so link rel, you want your style sheet to link to it, so style sheet again, and href equals slider, which is give the file it's in, and the name of it, which is Nevo slider.css. Type equals, and it's a text/css, so text/css. Close it there. Media equals, and then screen, which specifies it wants to display on the screen, not as the code to use. And then after you've done that, you go downline, you script src equals, and this is just script source is what it's basically saying. And so then for this I've got a link, so http and then // I've got this on another screen if you're wondering how I managed to remember this. I had no chance otherwise. ajax.google.com/ajax. I'll put a link to this in the description. And then after that long typing link, and I want to put in text / JavaScript. Now I want to close script there, which is just script, which just failed, by the way. Why isn't that picking it up? Hold on. What have I done wrong? Again. There we go. Just wasn't picking up for some reason. Then next I need to link the slider again, so script src equals, and then slider, which is the folder again, / jQuery.nevo, and then .slider.pack.js, which is the extension, and then type equals quotation text /c, so it's /JavaScript even, and quotation finish, and then you want to close the script once again. There we go. And I'd like to say thank you for watching, guys. Hope you join me next time, and in the next time we'll continue doing the rest of this slider JavaScript here, and then we'll go on to doing the actual physical design people can physically see. And so thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoy. Have a nice time. Bye bye.